Hello Virgo, my name is Megan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like and comment on this video if it happens to resonate with you. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the person that's on your mind. Currently, my readings are for sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's get into it. Virgo and the person that is on their mind, that flew right out. Six of Pentacles, some of you may be dealing with a Taurus. Six of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. You're feeling very overwhelmed by this connection right now. This person may have been very careless with your heart, with your emotions. It's very hot and cold energy. This person at one moment or one point in time was giving all they had towards this. It seemed to be like you were all they wanted, just for them to turn around and all of a sudden just completely stop working on this. Seemed like they don't really care. They became very apathetic towards this situation. And it's making you feel like you put a lot more into this than you should have. You feel like you read this whole situation wrong. Virgo, it's not you, it's this person, because they did come in giving to this, feeding you emotionally, physically, all of the things. They came into this wanting to give to this. I'm getting the message they may have been giving to others, but we'll pull on that in just a moment. They came in wanting to give into this just to eventually, maybe, I don't know, once their needs were met, they disappeared. They stopped working on this. There was some sort of, they just get careless. This is the type of energy where they always want what they can't have. Once this person gets what they want, they're on to the next. And Virgo, that's not someone healthy. That's not someone who is healed, healthy, and happy, looking for something stable and committed. That is somebody who is confused. That is somebody who is up and down, up and down, up and down, unstable. I don't mean like mentally, but just unstable in what they want. And that can make their significant others go, ah! I'm getting that this whole situation felt so overwhelming that you're just at a point where you're just like, you know what? Whatever, I can't make sense of this. You wanted me at one point, you were all about this, and then boom, you just changed up. Why did this person just change up on Virgo out of the blue? Why did this person just change up the energy out of the blue? They could have been stuck on someone from their past, someone that they had a past pattern with. They went rushing back towards them. It's like this connection with you caused this person a lot of anxiety. This person could have been involved with somebody when they were giving to you, when they were presenting as wanting everything with you, really chasing after you in a sense, really making it known. I want you. You guys may have taken a trip together or just spent a lot of time together just for this person to do a 180 when you least expected it. And it made you feel very like, what just happened? What just happened? I'm getting this person has not only limiting beliefs when it comes to love due to their own personal circumstances of things that have happened in their past. It's like this connection brought out a lot of anxiety, probably because this person was probably more than likely dealing with somebody, at least on a physical level, when you guys met. But it's like this is somebody who enjoys the chase. They enjoy to see if they can get you. And then once they get you, once you finally start settling into this a little bit, you're like, all right, this could work. Boom, they change up the energy. They go give to somebody else. I'm getting that this person has a history of this sort of behavior. You could be dealing with a life path 5 or someone born on a 5-day. 5 energy is typically very sexual energy when it comes to numerology. It's also the number of the adventurer, which this person's presenting as. They're presenting as somebody who, 1 minute they're wanting to give everything to this. They see you as someone they could settle down with. You know, I'm even getting the message they were doing and saying everything where you were like, this is it. Finally, I finally met my person, and then boom. They changed it right up. This person's going full steam ahead, possibly towards the person that they were dealing with when they started dealing with you. You may have found this out. This person's feeling very anxious due to their own behavior. This person has a lot of patterns of destruction within their life that it makes it very hard for them to have anything sort of stable, just because they haven't done a lot of the healing work on themselves. You could be dealing with somebody who enjoys drinking, going out quite a bit, anything like that. This is somebody, could be younger than you. When they do make you an offer, or when they did in the past, you may have had some thoughts of like, well, I was hoping for more than that. Not in a selfish, greedy way, Virgo, but in a way of like, okay, they say they want this, they're acting this way, but they're not giving hardly at all, but you know, physically. But then in your head, you're like, well, oh well, they're giving emotionally, even though they may not be tangibly, giving. Your love language may be gifts. Maybe that's why you're kind of like, this person doesn't give gifts a lot. We all have different love languages. This person was giving to this connection at one point or another, though, in ways that made you feel so good, so excited about this person, just for them, like I've said many times before, just for them to switch up. And then you felt overwhelmed trying to figure out exactly what was going on. This person is rushing towards somebody from their past, is what I'm getting with. They have a lot of anxiety about this. They're not sure. This is somebody who's perpetually in a state of anxiety when it comes to love, because it's like no matter who they choose, they always want the other person. They're avoidant. This is a strong energy of avoidance here. All right. Well, how is this person feeling about Virgo at the deepest level right now? They're extremely attracted to you. They would like to come in for physical things, is what I'm getting. They don't really want to take this further as far as like finances or anything like that. They are planning how they can see you in the physical sense, if that makes sense. But Virgo, I feel like you're going to put a stop to that. I feel like I'm talking to the Virgos out there who want so much more than somebody who's going to be hot, then cold, then hot, right? Then cold. Like, that energy is all over this reading. They do think about you, though, especially in the quiet moments when they're alone by themselves. And not only do they think about you in those moments, they also think about their behavior, how they behaved, how they treated you. Yeah, how they kept you as an option. They're not very proud of themselves for this. They know that they hurt you. They're very aware. They know that they hurt you. They know that they changed up the energy. They know they went full force at this just to change it up and go really, really slow. They know. They know that they keep options. I don't feel like they wanted to hurt you, but they know that they did. All right. How does Virgo feel at the deepest level right now about this person? Queen of Swords reverse. Your guard is up and in a big, bad way. You're not putting up with this person's shit any longer. You're just not going to. You're not going to. You understand your worth now. Some sort of separation from this person has made you directly realize you deserve so much more than hot and cold, than up and down, than in and out. It's just too much. It makes you feel completely chaotic, like you can't really get your bearings. That's how this person made you feel, and it's because they were entertaining other options. Player, in and out. Your guard is up. You kind of were like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. Whether you said this or not, it's how you're energetically feeling. You've had enough. You're sort of moving on from even ruminating about this in your head, and it's because you're starting to understand your own self-worth. And that is so important, Virgo. That tells me you've already done a lot of the healing work to get over this person. Sometimes we just need to take all of the chaotic energy when we're dealing with somebody who's hot and cold, in and out. We need to pour all of that energy we spent trying to figure this person out, pour it back into ourselves. And the moment your guard went up and you're like, no more of this, I feel like many of you just directly started focusing on yourself. You know, your 3D reality here in your world, you really put this person to the side, and it's really helping you improve your self-confidence. Your self-confidence is going through the roof right now. Yeah, you're wondering what else is out there, and you're waiting for what's next. All right, what is the advice for Virgo in dealing with this person and situation? Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Yeah, some of you are stuck on this situation, this person, but at the same time, you're seeing it differently. You know, you're realizing that this person is somebody who holds on to what they want to, but they're also willing to let go of what they don't want, just like that, without regard for how you're feeling or how anybody else is feeling. The advice here is to trust your own intuition. I feel like you have moments where you're like, did I just overthink this? You know, was I too hard on this person? Yeah, they went quiet, but were they just working? You know, you're kind of getting into that energy. The advice is trust your intuition. This person, if you're resonating with this reading, was absolutely entertaining other options. You know, trust your intuition about that. Don't overthink or overtalk yourself right out of this Queen of Swords reverse energy. I'm getting that the moment this energy came out in you of like, nope, we're done here. No more. This person actually was like, what? I don't feel like a lot of people cut this person off. This person could be very attractive. Not just physically, but just in their aura, in their essence. They're very attractive to many people, which, you know, gives this person quite a few options. But at the end of the day, it doesn't give them a license or a right to go around hurting whoever they want. You put your foot down to this connection, and if you've been questioning whether you did the right thing or not, I'm getting the message, just trust your intuition. Trust that gut feeling, that intuition that you have, because it's pretty spot on. So that is what I have for you here, Virgo. I hope this helped at least one of you out there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys next time.